Hello viewers, my name is Mr.Adebanjo. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to be discussing extensively on Neco 2023 General Mathematics Objective Question. So we are going to be solving step by step systematically the just concluded Neco 2023 General Mathematics Objective Question. So after this video, we are going to discuss the theory part of this Neco 2023 General Mathematics as well. So I wanted to watch out for the video on that. Like I said, we are going in this video that we are discussing right now, or we are talking about right now. We are going to be discussing the Neco 2023 General Mathematics Objective Question. So, what are we going to be doing in this video? We are going to be telling you the topic where each of the question came from, one after the other, and also we are going to be solving each of the questions step by step, and we are going to pick correct answer from the option provided for each of the question. So we have a quite long journey to accomplish. Like we have a 160 question to solve together in this video and provide solution to each of the question. But before we get it started, if you are here to subscribe to this channel, please click on the subscribe button on the channel right now, so that you will be notified whenever we post information on this channel. And you can like this video, comment on it in the comment section of this video, and share it with students who need these resource materials very urgently. Now let's see, but before we get it started, I have a good news for you, or let's say I have a question for you. If the owner of your soul come right now as you are listening to this, as you are watching this video, the owner of your soul come for the soul, where will you find yourself? It's a question we need to ask ourselves. It's a legit question we need to ask ourselves. Where will your soul be? Where will your soul go to? Is it the internal life, which is the paradise, or the hell, which is meant for devil and his fallen angel? So you need to answer that question. And but if your answer is no, that you are not going to heaven right now, please, you need to make it right now. You need to call upon the name of the one that can save you, that can save your soul from going to hell. And the only person that can save your soul is Jesus. And how can he save your soul if you don't believe in him? How can Jesus save your soul if you don't believe in Jesus? Jesus is the only way out of hell. Is the only way out of eternal judgment. So if you are yet to receive Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, now is the time for you to call upon him, because the Bible says, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. All you need to do is to call upon the name of the Lord, which is Jesus, and it will save your soul from eternal wrath. It will deliver you from eternal damnation. Call upon the name of the Lord today, so that you will be redeemed. You will be redeemed from the kingdom of hell into the kingdom of light. Call upon the name of the Lord today, so that it shall be well with you. Call upon the name of the Lord today, so that whatsoever you need, God will provide. Because there is only one way to God Almighty, which is through His Son, and Jesus Christ, His only begotten Son. So you can read Romans 10:13 to expatiate more on this. So please, brother and sister listening to me, today is your day. If you are here to reconcile with Jesus, reconcile today. Ask him by praying in your heart to come into your mouth, to come into your life, Because when the confession is made with your mouth and you believe with your heart, you will be saved. Call upon the name of Jesus today, and it shall be well with you. Thank you for this wonderful commitment you have made today, and thank you for embarking on this journey of faith, and thank you for choosing Jesus Christ, your Lord and your Lord and your personal Savior. It shall be well with you. Now, this is the first question we are going to solve today on this video, Neco 2023 General Mathematics Objective questions. And the first question says that we have to decrease 120 by 25%. You have to decrease 120 by 25%. It's quite it's quite simple question and straightforward. All you need to do is to find the 25% of 120, and whatsoever you get, you remove it from 120. That should give us the new value after you might have decreased 25% by 120. So what do? Find 25% of 120, which should give us 30. Then remove 30 from 120, that should give us 90. So the answer is 90, which is option C, is the correct option from the question number 1. And the question is from percentage. It's from percentage as a topic. Question number 2 is from binary numbers. It's from number base, which is binary number. And we have to find the product of 10110 base 2 and 11 base 2. Then we have to multiply these two binary numbers to get a value. So if you arrange it like the way you arrange 100 times units like this, and you multiply, how do we multiply? 1 will multiply everything here, this 1 also will multiply, then you add up. 1 times 0 will give us 0, 1 times 1 will give us 1, 1 times 1 will give us 1, 1 times 0 will give us 0, 1 times 1 will give us 1. This one also will go and multiply this, then you have this as well. Then you want to add this just like the way you multiply your normal the numbers, the ternary numbers. So then you add, when you add, you have 0 plus 0 will give us 0, 1 plus 0 will give us 1, 1 plus 1 will give us 2, but you cannot write 2 down here because you are in base 2. So what do? You divide the 2 you get here by the base. So 2 divided by 2 give us 1, remainder 0. So you write the remainder down, which is 0. Then that 1 you carry it to this place. You have 1 plus 0 plus 1, that give us 2 again. So you cannot write 2 down as well. You divide it by the base, that give us 1, remainder 0. So you write the 0 down, you carry 1. Then 1 plus 1 plus 0 give us 2 again. You cannot write 2 again. So you 2 divided by 2 give us 1, the remainder 0. So you write the remainder down. Carry the 1 and add it to this, you give us 2. You cannot write 2 again. You write divided by 2, that give us 0. Sorry, 1 remainder 0 rather. So you write the 0 down. So you carry the 1. 1 plus 0 here will give us 1. So when you look at the answer, you have 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 base 2. And if you look at the option provided, option B, sorry, option A is the correct option for question number 2. Question number 3 is on addition of fraction. Addition of fraction. So we have to express 5 plus 1 2 over 100 plus 3 over 1000 plus 4 over 100,000 as a decimal number. So it's quite simple. Even your calculator can simplify this for you. You can just press your calculator and will give you the final answer. But nevertheless, you can convert each of these number to a decimal number. So we have 5 plus 2 over 100 will give us 0.02, plus 3 over 1000 will give us 0.003, plus 4 over 100,000 will give us 0.00004. And when you punch your calculator and you add all this together, you give us 5.02304. And option C is the correct option for question number 3. Question number 4 is from SOD. We have to simplify this SOD. 2 SOD 5 over 10 SOD 10. So we have to simplify this. Then how do we go about this? You can rationalize straight away by multiply up and down by SOD 10, or better still, you can still break down this SOD 10 to SOD 5 times 2. Then from there you can break it down to SOD 5 times SOD 2. Then that means SOD 5 can take care of SOD 5 here. You are left with 2 over SOD 2, which you can now rationalize by multiplying up and down by SOD 2. That should give us a 2 sort 2 over sort 2 times sort 2 over sort 2. Then 2 times sort 2 give us 2 sort 2. Then sort 2 times sort 2 give us a 2. 2 can take care of 2, so you have sort 2 as the final answer. And option C is the correct option for question number 4. Question number 6, you have to is from the modular arithmetic. It's from modular arithmetic. And what did he say? You have to find x if 3 times 8 is equals to x mod 9. So we have to find the value of x in this case. In this case, so 3 times 8 will give us 24, and 24 is not in mode 9, it's more than mode 9. So what do? Divide 24 by 9 and we write the remainder down. So 24 divided by 9, then you write the remainder down. So the remainder is 6. When you divide 24 by 9, the remainder will go to be 6, and that will be 3 times 8 will be equal to 6 in mode 9. I hope you understand that, because 9 can go in 24 2 times. That will be 2 times. So, and 2 times 8, 9 will give us 18. Remove 18 from 24, that will give us 6. So that means 3 times 8 in mode 9 is 6. And option C is the correct option for question number 6. Question number 7 is on from logarithm. If log 3 base 10 is equal to 0.4771, you have to evaluate log 8.1 base 10. So like I said, it's from the logarithm. Now log 8.1 base 10 can be written as a log. You can change this decimal number to a fraction. That will give us 81 over 10. Then from then, using the laws of logarithm, you can split this one to log 81 base 10 minus log 10 base 10, because division will change to minus in the logarithm. Then from there, we know that log base 10 of 10 is 1. Then you can change this 81 to index form, so that will give us 3 raised to power 4. Then from there, according to the law of logarithm, this 4 can come to the back of the log here. So you have 4 log 3 base 10 minus 1. And you'll be given the value of that as 0.4771. So that will multiply for minus 1. Then if you multiply this by this, that should give us 1.9084 minus 1. That gives us 0.9084. And option D is the correct option for question number 7. Question number 8 is also from logarithm. You are given that 2 log y. You are given that 2 log y is equals to 8 log p plus 4 log q. You have to express y in terms of p and q. So like I said, it's also from the logarithm. And how do we do that? You can apply the laws of logarithm here. So 2 can go to the power of y. You have log y raised to power 2 equals to 8 can go to the power of p. According to the law of logarithm, log p raised to power 8 plus 4 log q. Same thing, this also can go to the power of q as well. So you have this next line. Then from there, you can apply the law of logarithm to this right hand side. Plus we turn to multiplication. So you have log p raised to power 8, q raised to power 4. So from there, log can take care of log. You have y squared equals to p raised to power 8, q raised to power 4. Then you are looking for the y, because the question says you have to express y in terms of p and q. So that means you have to make y subject to the formula. Then from there, you can take the square root of both sides. So that gives us y equal to square root of p a raised to power 8, q raised to power 4. Then you can find the square root of p raised to power 8, that gives us p raised to power 4. You can also find the square root of q raised to power 4, that gives us q raised to power 2. So from there, y is equal to p raised to power 4, q raised to power 2. And option E is the correct option for question number 8. Question number 9 is from compound interest, arithmetic of finance. Calculate the compound interest on 1,200 for 4 years at 8% per annum. So like I said, we have to find the compound interest on this amount for 4 years at this rate. So we know that we can get the amount what this money will amount to after the 4 years. Then when you now know the amount, you can get the compound interest when we know the amount, because we know that the compound interest is amount minus the principal. So if you know the odd to know the interest on the money, all you need to get is to first get the amount using this formula. Amount is equal to P, which is principal, multiplied by 1 plus rate over 100 raised to power n, which is the period. So we have 1,200, which is the principal, into 1 plus 8 over 100, which is the rate, raised to power 4, which is the year. If we simplify this, 8 over 100 will give us 0.8. 0.8, then plus 1 will give us 1.08 raised to power 4. Then if you simplify it with your calculator, you have 1,632.59 kobo. Then this is the amount of the money after the money has been compounded for 4 years at that rate. Then now that we know the amount, you have to find the compound interest. So we know that amount is equal to principal plus compound interest. Therefore, compound interest will be amount minus principal. So the amount is 1,632 naira 59 kobo, then minus the principal, which is 1,200, and that the interest on it will be 432 naira 59 kobo. And option C is the correct option for question number 9. Question number 10 is from set. You are given that set A, B, and C. Given that set A, B, and C such that set A has this element, B has this element, and C has this element. You have to find A union B intersection A union C. So like I said, it's from set. All you need to do is to find A union B by combining set A and set B by combining the element of set A and set B without repetition of the element. If you do that, you have this element here. You have A, B, C, D, 0, 1, 4, 6, 7, 9. You have to find A union C as well. You have to combine the element of A and C without repetition. So we have A, C, D, 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9. Then you are now to find the interaction between this and this. And that should give us A is common, A is here, C is here, C is here, D is here, D is here. Then 1 is here, 1 is here, 4 is here, 4 is here, then 9 is here, 9 is here. So the interaction of this is we have A, C, D, 1, 4, 9. And if you look at the option provided, option E is the correct option for question number 10. Question number 11 is from percentage error. Percentage error. In a chemistry class, a student recorded 21.23 centimeter cube for the theta value of 21.32 centimeter cube. Find the percentage error correct to 1 decimal place. Like I said, it's percentage error. And percentage error is the error over actual length multiplied by 100. So, and how do we get that? All you need to do is get the error. Error is actual length minus measure length. The actual length of the actual volume is 21.32 minus the measure volume of the student is 21.23. If subtract that, that should give us 0.09. Now that we know the error to be 0.09 over actual length, which is 21.32 multiplied by 100, if you simplify that, that should give us 0.422 to 1 decimal place. You have 0.4 to 1 decimal place. And option B is the correct option for question number 11. Question number 12 is from arithmetic progression, AP. So in an arithmetic progression, AP, the first term is 3. A is equal to 3, which is the first term, and the sum of the third and 12th term is 38 whole number 1 over 2. Sum of third and 12. So what is the third term of an AP? That should be A plus 2D. And what is 12th term of an AP? That should be A plus 11D. So we have to sum them. So we add them together with plus equals to 38 whole number 1 over 2. From there, you can collect like times. A plus A will give us 2A. 2D plus 11D will give us 13D equals to, change this one to improper fraction. 2 times 38 will give us 76 plus 1, 77 over 2. From there, we can cross multiply. 2 multiply, okay, from there, we are giving the value of our A as 3, so we can put that here. So 2 times 3 give us 6 plus 13D equals to 77 over 2. Then from there, you can multiply through by 2 or cross multiply. So 2 multiply 6, that should give us 12 plus 2 multiplied 13d, that gives us 26d equals to 77. So from there, take like times as well. 12 to this side, we have 26d equals to 77 minus 12, and that should give us 65. Then if we divide both side by 26, our d will be 2.6, sorry, 2.5 rather, as the common difference. Now that we know the first term, we know the common difference, we have to find the 17th term. So what is the 17th term of an AP? 17th term of an AP is A plus 16D. So our A is 3 plus 16 times D is 2.5. If you simplify that, that should give us 43 as the 17th term of the sequence. So option B is the correct option for question number 12. Now question number 13 is from set and a Venn diagram of sets. So we are given a Venn diagram below, shows the number of students who wrote biology, physics, and mathematics during Neco in a certain school. Find the number of students who wrote at least two subjects and total number of students in the school respectively. So you have to find number of students that wrote at least two subjects. So two subjects or more than two. So you're looking for students that wrote two subjects. At least means the minimum is two. So you can write two, so you can also write three subjects since we have three subjects here. So what are the students that what were the students that wrote at least two subjects? 5 here they wrote biology and physics, so that means two subjects. We have 5. 7 here they wrote biology and mathematics, so that is two subjects. You have plus 7. And 1 here they wrote physics and math, so that's two subjects, so plus 1. Then 4 wrote 3 subjects, so 4 is also part of it. So if you add them together, you have 17. Then also we have to find the total number of students in the school as well. So that is the union of the biology, physics, and the mathematics plus people that are idle. So from there, that should give us 6 plus 5 plus 3 plus 7 plus 4 plus 1 plus 6 plus 4 here. And if you add them together, that should give us 36. So that means you'll be having 17, 36, and that means option D is the correct option for question number 13. Question number 14 is also from a sequence and series, but in this case is from a geometric progression, GP. The third term of a GP is 18, and the sixth term is 486. You have to find the first term. The question is, what is the third term of a GP? The third term of a GP is AR squared equals to, sorry, the third term of a GP is AR squared. AR squared is the third term of a GP, and we are told that it is equal to 18, that equals to 18 here. Then sixth term of a GP is what? Sixth term is A raised to power 5. Sorry, A raised to power 5 rather, pardon me for that. A raised to power 5 equals to 486. Then from there we have two equations to deal with. So we can divide equation 2 by equation 1. So if you divide equation 2 by equation 1, A will cancel A. Then we have R raised to power 5 divided by R raised to power 2. And that should give us R raised to power 3 equals to 486 divided by 18 will give us a 27. Then we have to look for the R, which is the constant ratio. Then that means by finding cube root of both sides. Cube root of R cube is R. Then cube root of 27 is 3. Now that we know the constant ratio, we can find the first term from any of the equation, whether equation 1 or equation 2. So equation 1 say that we have AR squared equals to 18. Our R is 3. Put that here. You have A multiplied by 3 squared equals to 18. 3 squared is 9. Multiplied by A, that gives us 9 equals to 18. Divide both sides by 9. A will be equal to 2 as the first term. So option A is the correct option for question number 14. Question number 15 is from mensuration of plane shape. Mensuration of plane shape. The area of a rectangular piece of cardboard paper is 104 centimeters squared. If its width is 8 centimeters, we have to find the perimeter. So we have been given the area of the rectangular cardboard. So we know that the area of a rectangle is length times breadth. So we have been given the area to be 104 equals to length times we have been given the width, which is 8. So we have length times 8, which give us 8L. Then to find the value of our L, we need to divide both sides by 8. So the length will be equal to 104 divided by 8, that equals 13. So the width is 8, the length is 13. From there you can find the perimeter of the cardboard, rectangular cardboard. So the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth. So 2 into the length is 13 and the width is 8. So 13 plus 8 will give us 21, times 2 give us 42. So that means the perimeter of the cardboard, rectangular cardboard, is 42 centimeter. And option B is the correct option for question number 15. Question number 16 is from matrix. It's from matrix, and in this case you have to find the determinant of this 3 by 3 matrix. You have to find the determinant of this 3 by 3 square matrix. And how do we do that? It's quite simple. We have to use the positional sign of this first row and then reduce this 3 by 3 matrix to 2 by 2 matrix. So the positional sign of this first row is plus, minus, then plus. Plus the positional sign of this 2 here is plus, the positional sign of this 3 is minus, minus, and the positional sign of this 1 here is plus. So we have to use the sign of this first row, then we reduce this to 2 by 2 matrix. Let's go. So you write this 2 with its sign, with its positional sign. The positional sign is 2, so it's plus rather. So now you have plus 2 here. Then we reduce this matrix to 2 by 2 matrix. How do we do that? This element is in the first row, first column. So close the first row, close the first column. What do you have left? You have 0, 2, 2, 3. So that's what you have here. So you have reduced it to 2 by 2 matrix. Then we go again. The positional sign of this this one is minus. So that means we having minus 3. So reduce this to 2 by 2 matrix. So this element is in the first row, second column. So close the first row, close the second column. We have a 1, 2, 0, 3 left. And that's what we have here. Then the positional sign of this one here is plus. You have plus 1. Then this element is in the first row, third column. Close the first row, third column. What do we have? We have a 1, 0, 0, 2 left. So we are now to find the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix, determinant of this, determinant of this. Now also we have to use the positional rule of this first the positional rule of this the positional sign of this first row rather. The positional sign of this first row for 2 by 2 matrix, this is plus, this is minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, and then you cross multiply. So that means you have 2 into this one is plus, so they have cross multiply like this. 3 multiply 0, that gives us 0. Then positional sign of this one is minus, so you have minus 2 times 2, that gives us minus 4. Then minus 3 into positional sign of this one is plus, 1 times 3 will give us 3. Then positional sign of this one is minus, minus 2 times 0 will give us minus 0. Plus 1 into 1 times 2 give us 2, and 0 times 0 give us minus 0 here. So from there we can open the bracket. 2 times 0 give us 0, then 2 times minus 4 give us minus 8, then minus 3 times 3 give us minus 9, then 1 times 2 give us a 2. If you simplify this will give us a minus 15 as the determinant of this 3 by 3 square matrix. And option A is the correct option for question number 16. Question number 17 is from word problem. A helicopter takes 3 hours from Kano to Lagos at a constant speed. How long does the same journey take another helicopter at a quarter of the speed of the first helicopter? It's quite simple. So now we are given the time taken for the first helicopter with a particular speed. So that means you can get the distance. So we know that speed is equal to distance over time. So in this case, we are given the time for the first helicopter that the first helicopter took. So the time is 3 hours. So that means you have distance equals to d, which is distance over 3. Then from there you can make this sort of the formula here. That means you have if cross multiply. So you have your d is equal to 3 multiplied by the speed. So that should give us you can call that one equation 2. Then from there we are told that there's another helicopter as well which cover the same distance but use a quarter of the speed. The speed that this first helicopter used here, this second helicopter used the quarter of this one. So what do we do? It's quite simple. All you need to do is to, for the second helicopter, make d solve the formula. Then when you make d solve that, you'll be having d is equals to st. But we don't know the time. So, but we both of them cover the same distance. That's why you're making this sort of formula for this one and the second one as well. So that since they have the same distance, d can take care of d. But in this case, we don't know we don't know the time for the second one, which is what we are looking for. And we are told that the speed of the second one is a quarter of the speed of the first one. Now, what do we have? So the speed of the first one is x. So the speed of the second one will be x over 4. Do you understand that now? Because we are told that the speed of the second one is quarter of the first one. So if the speed of the first one is s, the speed of the second one will be s over 4. And we don't know the time for the second one. So therefore, we have d is equal to this, d is also equal to this. That means 3s should be equal to t multiplied by x over 4, which is what you're having here. S will take care of x. We are left with 3 is equal to t over 4. Cross multiply, t will be equal to 3 times 4. And that gives us 12 hours that the second helicopter took or used to cover the same distance the first helicopter covered. And if you look at the option D is the correct option for question number 17. Question number 18 is also from word problem, and the word problem is related to the algebraic fraction. If 1 is added to the denominator of a fraction, so the fraction becomes 1 over 2. We don't know the fraction, and that's what we have to find. So we can say let the fraction be x over y. And we are told that the 1 is added to the denominator. So that means you have x over y plus 1 because 1 is added to the denominator. And the result is 1 over 2. From there, what can we do? We can cross multiply. 2 multiply x, that gives us 2x equals to 1 times 1 plus y, give us 1 plus y. Collect like times. We have 2x minus y equals to 1. You can call that one equation 1. Let's continue the question. When 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator of the fraction, it becomes 3 over 4. So that means 3 is added to x, 3 is also added to y. So that means you have 3 plus x over y plus 3 equals to 3 over 4. Then from there also, what can we do? We can cross multiply. 4 will multiply this, that gives us 4x plus 12 equals to 3 multiply this, 3y plus 9. From there, we can take like time as well. We have 4x minus 3y equals to 9 minus 12, which gives us a minus 3. So we can call this one equation 2 as well. So we now have two linear equations to solve simultaneously. So by using any method we know, but we use elimination method here. We multiply equation 1 by 4 and multiply equation 2 by 2. So if we do multiply this one by 4, we have 8x minus 4y equals to 4. If we multiply this one by 2, we have 8x minus 6y is equals to minus 6. From there, we can eliminate by subtracting this one from this one. So we have 8x minus 8, that gives us 0. Minus 6y minus 4y, that should give us minus 2y equals to minus 6 minus 4 minus 10. So we can divide both sides by 2 minus 2y, sorry, minus 2 rather, and y will be equals to 5. Now that we know y, you can substitute y in any of these two equations to get the value over x. So put y equals to 5 into equation 1. So we have 2x minus 5 is equals to 1 because our y here is 5. So collect like time, you have 2x equals to 1 plus 5, that gives us 6. Divide both sides by 2, x will be equals to 3. That means the fraction is 3 over 5. So an option C is the correct option for question number 18. Question number 19 is from variation, and it's from partial variation. We are told that y is partly constant and partly varies as x. Y is equals to a plus b x, where a and b are constants. So y is partly constant and partly varies as x. So a is a constant and the b is a constant here as well. So from there we are given that y is equals to 2. So we have 2 is equals to a plus our s is 3. So we give us 3b. I call that one equation 1. Also we are given our y is 5 and our s is 6. So we have 5 equals to a plus 6b, equation 2. We can solve this simultaneously by subtracting equation 1 from 2. 5 minus 2 give us 3 equals to a minus a give us 0. 6b minus 3b give us 3b. Divide both sides by 3. B will be equal to 1. When our b is equal to 1, you can put that in any of this equation to find the value of our a. So put that in equation 1. We have 2 is equals to a plus 3b. Our b is 1. So put that here. You have 2 is equals to a plus 3. Collect like times a will be equals to 2 minus 3. And that gives us minus 1. Then if you return that back into this, because I also find the relationship between x and y. And the only way you can do that is by putting the value of a here, put the value of b here, then whatever you get will be the relationship between x and y. So put your a here, that means you have 1 minus 1. Your b here, you have plus 1 multiplied by x. Simplify that, that gives us a y equals to minus 1 plus x. Then based on the option given to us, we can rearrange this y equals to x minus 1. And option B is the correct option for question number 19. Question number 20 is from quadratic equation. We are given the roots of a quadratic equation to find the quadratic equation. This can be done in different ways, but the easiest way is to go from the root back to the equation like this. The roots are 2 and minus 1 over 3. So that means you can take a variable x. So that means if you have x equals to 2, x is equal to minus 1 over 3. Take this to this side, you have x minus 2 is equal to 0. This to this side, you have x plus 1 over 3 equals to 0. This is equal to d 0, and this also equal to 0. That means their product should be equal to 0 as well. So that means you have x minus 2 into x plus 1 over 3 is equal to 0. Multiply them out. X times x will give us x squared. X times this will give us 1 over 3x. Minus 2 times x will give us minus 2x. Minus 2 times 1 over 3 will give us a minus 2 over 3 equals to 0. So we can multiply through by 3 to clear the fraction. So this by multiply this by 3, you have 3x squared. Multiply this one by 3, we have plus x. Multiply this one by 3, we have minus 6s. Multiply this by 3, we have minus 2 equals to 0. Collect like time 3x squared. We have a plus x minus 6 here will give us minus 5x. Minus 2 is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation with these roots. And option B is the correct option for question number 20. Question number 29. Sorry, 21 rather. So question number, we have to use this diagram to solve this question number 21 to 23. And we are having a quadratic graph represented by this curve and a linear graph represented by this straight line. And they intersect at this point and this point. So we have to use this graph to solve question number 21 to 23. So we are going to be shuffling between this slide and the 23 22 and 23. Now, which of the following give the point of intersection of the linear graph and the quadratic graph above? So you want to get the coordinate of the point of intersection between this curve and the linear graph, which is the straight line. So the intersection is this point and this point. So you need to get the coordinate here. I need to get coordinate here as well. The coordinate here is x is minus 1, y is 0. X is minus 1, y is 0. And the coordinate here is x is 3, y is what? 7. X is 3, y is what? 7. And if you look at the option provided, which one is correct? Let's look at it critically. I think option E is the correct option for question number 21. Question number 22, you are still using the graph. The equation of the linear, the equation of the line of the symmetry is dash. You are coming back here. Then let's look at this. You have to find the equation of the quadratic graph. Equation of the quadratic graph. Let's go back. So you have to find the equation of this quadratic graph. So we don't know the equation they have used to plot this graph, but we can get it out by knowing, by getting out the roots of the of the of this, by getting the root of the quadratic curve, and the root is minus 1 and 2, minus 1 and 2. So it's minus where the curve called the y-axis, sorry, the x-axis is minus 1 and 2. So there's a mistake here. It's not minus 1 and 3, it's minus 1 and 2. So you have minus 1, x is equal to minus 1, or x equals to 2, not 3. So then from there you'll be having x plus 1 by taking this one to this side. Then take this one to this side, you have a s minus 2 equals to 0. Open the bracket, you'll be having s squared, s times minus 2 will give us a minus 2x. Then you have 1 times s will give us plus x. Then 1 times minus 2 will give us minus 2 here as well, equals to 0. You're having s squared minus 2s plus x will give us a minus x. Minus x here, not minus 2s, minus x. Then minus 2. S squared minus s minus 2 is equal to 0. That should be what you are supposed to get, not what you're having here. That means option A is the correct option for question number 23, not what you have here. That's an error from my own side. Now that you know the equation of the quadratic equation, so you can find the equation of the line of the symmetry by using s is equal to minus b over 2a. From here, you know your b. Your b should be minus 1. So b is minus 1, and your a is 1 as well. So you'll be having minus into minus 1 over 2 times 1. Sorry for this error, because of we use this to get this. So it should be your, from here your b is minus 1, then your a is 1 here. So you'll be having minus, open bracket, minus 1 over 2 times 1. So you'll be having minus times 1, minus times minus here will give us 1 over 2. So you're having 1 over 2, which is going to be 0.5. So this is wrong as well. So option C is the correct option for question number 22, which is x equal to 0.5, not what you're having here. Question number 24 is from inequalities. It's from inequalities. So we have to show the region, which of the region u, v, x, y, z shown below satisfy the inequality. You are having 0 less than y less than 2, comma y less than 3 plus s less than 0. So now each of these line represent these inequalities. Of course, this one represent y is less than 3 plus x. Then this line represent 0 to 2. Then this line represent, this xi represent s is less than 0. Sorry, pardon me for that. This y represent s is less than 0. Now if you split it based on the way I splitted it here, you can break this down into this, which is same thing as 0 to 2. Then this can also be broken down to be we have a y less than 3 plus s. We can find the value of our s by making y equal to 0. So when your y is 0, so you have a 0 less than 3 plus x. Take s to this side, you have minus s less than 3. From there, s will be greater than minus 3. Also, you can find the value of your y when your s is equal to 0 as well. When s is equal to 0, you have your y to be less than 3 plus 0. Y will be less than 3. Then this, you need to locate your x where s less where s is minus 3, which is here, and where is y is 3, which is here. So you draw a broken line, which is this line you're having here. Then the range of values of x that is greater than minus 3, where are they? They are here. They are here. So now we are shading this point. They are shading, we shade this part. Then Okay, you got to shade the other part, the side that did not satisfy the region, so that we'll leave the side that satisfy the region unshaded. So we're supposed to shade this other side here. We shade this side so that you leave this portion unshaded as the part that satisfy the inequalities. But let's move on. Also, this one as well. Y is 2, so y is 2 here. So you draw a straight line here as well. Then range of values of y that is less than 2. Where are they? They are down here as well. They are down here. So that means you're supposed to shade this upper part. We shade this upper part. You shade it. Then when you shade this upper part here, not the way I shaded it, you shade the upper part. Then also the last one we are having s is less than 0. S less than 0. The line that represents the s is 0 is equal to s is equal to 0 is this y axis. So that means the range of values of s that is less than 0, where are they? They are here at this side. So that means you shade this portion as well. You shade this part, this, you shade this place, you shade this one as well. Then that means the only place that will not be shaded is this side that will not be shaded, and that's the side that satisfies the inequalities. And you can see that we have option D Z as the value of the part that satisfies the inequality with the option is Z, this part, this portion here, and option E is the correct option for question number 24. Question number 25 is also from inequalities. We are to interpret this number line and write the inequalities that represent this number line. So what can we say? We are having the arrow facing this side, which means that these values are greater than -1. Is that correct? The values from here, they are greater than -1. Then this side is, this portion here is shaded. That means the inequality is a weak inequality. So that means we'll be having s is greater than or equals to -1. So option E is the correct option for question number 25. Question number 26 is you have to solve this quadratic equation. You have to solve this quadratic equation. We have 2s plus 8 equals to 21s squared. We can rearrange this. That should give us a 21s squared minus 2s minus 8 is equal to 0. So you can use any method you want to, you know best to solve this quadratic equation. But we know that it can be solved using factorization method. So 21 multiply minus 8, that should give us minus 681. Then two factors of minus 8, 168 that we can multiply together with their sign. That will give us 1 and minus 168. And when you add them together, it will give us a minus 2. And those numbers are minus 14 and plus 12. Minus 14 and plus 12. When you multiply them together, it will give us this. When you add them together, you have minus 2. So that means if you substitute that in place of minus 2x here, you have a 21s squared minus 14s plus 12s minus 8 is equal to 0. Then from there, you can factorize this. 7s is common. 7s into 3s minus 2. 4 plus 4 is common here. You have plus 4 into 3s minus 2 equals 0. So that means you have 7s plus 4 into 3s minus 2 equals 0. So 7s plus 4 equals 0, or 3s minus 2 equals 0. From there, you can find your s from there. 7s equals to minus 4, divide both sides by 7. S equals to minus 4 by 7. Or take 2 to this side, you have 3s is equal to 2, divide both sides by 3, s equals to 2 over 3. So if you solve this quadratic equation, you have s equals to minus 4 over 7, or s equals to 2 over 3. And option B is the correct option for question number 26. Question number 27 is from quadratic graph and linear graph. The solution of quadratic graph and linear graph. In an examination, a candidate was asked to draw the graph of y is equal to s squared plus 6s minus 27 and a linear graph on the same axis such that their intersection will give the solution to the quadratic equation s squared plus 5s minus 29 equals 0. What is the equation of the linear graph? So this is the solution after this is a final solution of the the combination of the linear and the quadratic. So it gives this. So you have s squared plus 5 minus 29 equals 0. So all you need to do is to interpret this to look like the quadratic equation. Simplify this to look at the quadratic equation. Then whatsoever you have left, you take it to the other side. So what do you have? You have s squared, you have s squared here. That is common. You're having plus 6x, you're having plus 5x. So you can simplify this one to look like this. What do you do? So that means I have 6s minus 5, sorry, 6s minus s to give me plus 5x. Is that correct? And we're having 6s here. So you can see that the 6s has come out from that. Also look at this, you have minus 29. You need to simplify this to look at minus 27. Or we need to get minus 27 from minus 29. So how do we do that? If this can be interpreted as a minus 27 minus 2. Minus 27 minus 2 will give us a minus 29. And we have been able to get minus 27 from it. So what do? You take this s to the other side, you take plus minus 2 to the other side. So you have s squared plus 6s minus 27 equals to s plus 2. So this one is something like this quadratic equation, which we can represent as our y equals to s plus 2. So this is the linear equation. They have combined together with this quadratic equation to give us this quadratic equation we have here. So this is the linear equation we have to get, and the option E is the correct option for question number 27. Question number 28. What must be added to 2y squared plus 7y to make it a perfect square? So this is a quadratic equation, quadratic expression, but it is an incomplete one. So they want us to complete it to make it a perfect square. So you can use a different method, but the cheapest one is using discriminant. Discriminant, when the discriminant is equal to 0, that means the quadratic is perfect square. So, or the quadratic is a perfect square. So the discriminant is equal to 0 will give us the quadratic to be a perfect square. And what is discriminant? B squared minus 4ac is equal to this 0 here. So b squared minus 4ac is the discriminant. So in this case, we know our b to be 7 squared minus 4. Our a is 2 multiplied by c, which is what you are looking for to make it a perfect square, equals to 0. Simplify that 4, that we have 49 minus 8c equals to 0. Collect like times. We have minus 8c equals to minus 49. Divide both sides by minus 8. So that should give us c to be equal to 49 over 8. So to make this a perfect square, you'll be having the constant to be 49 over 8. So you'll be having option C, option D is the correct option for question number 28. Question number 29 is on simultaneous equation. You have to solve these two equations simultaneously. S plus 2y equals to minus 4. 2s plus 3y equals to minus 5. You have to solve them simultaneously, so you can use any method you know. But in this case, we use the elimination method. We multiply equation 1 by 2, multiply equation 2 by 1 to eliminate x. So if you multiply equation 1 by 2, you have 2s plus 4y is equal to minus 8. If you multiply this one by 1, we still have this one back here. So what do? We remove equation 2 from equation 1. So that means you have a 2s minus 2s will give us 0. 4y minus 3y will give us y equals to minus 8 minus 5 will give us a minus 3. So y is equal to minus 3. Then substitute this into equation 1 or equation 2 to get the value of your x. So we put that in equation 1. S plus 2y equals to minus 4. Our y is minus 3. So put that here. You have s plus 2 into minus 3 equals to minus 4. Then this multiply this, that gives us s minus 6 equals to minus 4. Collect like times. S will be equals to minus 4 plus 6, that gives us 2. So in this case, for this solution of this equation, s is either 2, so s is 2 when y is what? Minus 3. And option C is the correct option for question number 29. Question number 30, we have to factorize this this expression. We have to factorize it completely. So it's quite simple. What do you do first? You can factorize 3 out here. 3 is common. So you have 3 into 12 is 4. A squared minus 3 here. So you have nothing into bracket a minus 3b squared. Then if you look at what you have inside this bracket, everything here is a perfect, is a difference of two square rather. It's a difference of two square. Remember that difference of two square say that a square minus b square will give us a plus b into a minus b. Look at this. Everything here is a difference of two square. This is 2 square a square. 2 square a square there. It's a perfect square. Then also everything inside the bracket here raised to power 2 is a perfect square as well. So then what do? We have a minus here, so that means you can, this one represents a square, everything here represents b square, and you have a minus here, so you can treat it as a difference of 2 square. What would that give us? You'll be having 2a minus everything inside the bracket, a plus a minus 3b into bracket 2a, then instead of minus you have a plus, then everything inside the bracket again. Do we understand that? Then you have 3 into open the bracket, you have a 2a minus open this bracket, you have a minus a plus 3b. Then you have 2a plus a minus 3b also. Simplify that further. 2a minus a will give us a plus 3b. Then we have 3a minus 3b. 3 is common here, you can factorize 3 out here. We have 3 into 3. Then we have a minus b left. We have a plus 3b. Then 3 can multiply 3. You have 9 into a minus b into a plus 3b, which is option A is the correct option for question number 30. So far so good. We have been able to solve 30 questions out of the 60 questions for this Neco 2023 General Mathematics Objective Questions. So friend, if you are here to subscribe to this channel, please click on the subscribe button on this channel right now so that you'll be notified whenever we post video on this platform. Please share the video with the student out there. Comment on this comment section of the video, give a thumb up to this video and like it. So the next question is question number 31, and that is we are given that t is equal to 2 pi square root of L over G. Find the value of t when pi is 22 over 7, L is 16 and G is 10. This is a substitution. We have to substitute the value of into this equation, and it's very simple. We have 2 times 22 over 7 square root of 16 over 10. 22 times 22 give us 44 over 7 multiplied by square root of 16 over 10, which if you simplify with your calculator without wasting time, we have 7.95 as the value of your t, and option D is the correct option for question number 31. Question number 32, we have to expand this bracket to give us a quadratic expression. Quite simple. S multiply x, s squared, s times 6, 6s minus 2 times s minus 2s minus 2 times 6 will give us a minus 12. Collect like times s squared, 6x minus 2s will give us plus 4x minus 12. Option A is the correct option for question number 32. Question number 33, we are still having, we have to simplify this algebraic expression. This algebraic expression, we have to simplify it. And how do we do that? We are having a quadratic expression as the numerator, quadratic expression as the denominator as well, which we need to simplify by factorization. So what do? You simplify this. Look for two numbers you can multiply together to give us 12, and when you add them together, you give us minus 8, and that should give us minus 6 minus 2, which will replace minus 8x here. You have s squared minus 6s minus 2s plus 12. The same thing, do it under here. You look for two numbers you can multiply together to give us minus 6. When you add them together, give us plus 1, and that should be plus 3 minus 2. And if you substitute that here, you have it s squared plus 3s minus 2s minus 6 multiplied by 9 to s plus 3. Factorize this. S is common here. You have a s into s plus 6. Factorize this. Minus 2 is common. You have minus 2 into s plus 6. Sorry, minus 6 rather. Over 3 into bracket. Factorize this as well. S is common. You have s into 3 plus x, and minus 2 is common, so we have minus 2 into s plus 3, then multiply by 9 into 3, s plus 3, then bring this together, s minus 2, s minus 6. On the denominator, you have 3 into s minus 2, then s plus 3, multiplied by 9 into s plus 3. Then what can we do here? S plus 3 can cancel s plus 3, s minus 2 can cancel s minus 2, 3 can go in 9, so we have left with 3 multiplied by s minus 6. And option D is the correct option. Option D is correct option for number 33. Question number 34 is from longitude and latitude. Latitude and longitude. What is the angular difference in longitude between town A on latitude 47 degrees south, longitude 54 degrees east, and town B on latitude 47 degrees south, longitude 147 degrees east? It's quite simple. This can be done in different ways. You can scale the diagram. You can scale the location of these two towns on the Earth's surface, which is going to be a quite long, but we should know how to find the angular difference or angular distance between 2 points on the Earth's surface. Then what do? Is you have to look for what the 2 points have in difference. In this case, they are on the same latitude, 47 degrees south, but they are on different longitude. This A is on longitude 54 degrees east. This one is on longitude 147 degrees east. So they are on different longitude, but the longitudes are in the same hemisphere, east. So that means you are going to get the angular distance between them using their disparity, which is the longitude. But since they are in the same hemisphere, what do? You subtract their angles. So we are to get the angular distance, we have 147 minus 54, and that should give us 93 degrees. So the angular distance between them is 90 degrees. Option A is the correct option for question number 34. Question number 35 is from circle geometry. From circle geometry or circle theorem. In the diagram below, O is the center of the circle PQR. If angle QPR is 64, this angle here, and angle QRP is 46 degrees. I have to calculate angle POQ, but there is no line joining P to O to Q. That means there is no angle POQ right here. So what do? You need to introduce a line that joins P to O, then O to Q, so that it cannot get angle POQ. So if you draw the line like this, you'll be having angle POQ now, which is this angle here. Angle POQ, which is this angle here. Then you have to get our angle. If you turn this diagram very well, you'll discover that there's a relationship between this angle we are looking for and the angle R here. There's a relation between this angle here and the angle R here. What's the relationship? The angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So that means this angle here will be 2 times angle PQR, which is 2 times 46. That will give us 92 degrees. So angle POQ is 92 degree rather, and option C is the correct option. Question number 36. This one is from a similar triangle. It's from similar triangles. We are in the figure below. The value of L. We have to find the value of L in meters, given this right angle triangle and this right angle triangle, which are similar triangles. So how do we do that? Very simple. Using the similar triangles rule, we can label this triangle PRS and label this small triangle ABC, and their relationship, they have this angle in common. This angle and this angle are equal. This angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. That's why they are even similar in the first place. So how do we do that? You can say this is a PRS over ABC, and the angle they have in common will be at the center. R is at the center, then B is at the center here, so they have it in common. So what can we do different? What can we deduce from this? That means PR will be over, sorry, PR over AB will be equal to RS over BC will be equal to PS over AC as well. And that's what we are having here. So these three relations we can now use to solve this question depending on the any two that related to the question we are looking for. So in this case, we are giving PS here, we have PS here, and we are giving AC, so we have AC. So we have this relation. Then against what we are looking for, here we are giving AB, we have AB, and here you are looking for PR, which is L, so we have PR. So we are looking for PR, which is our L, and we have AB. So we are going to use this one against this one. So we have PR over AB equals to PS over AC. So our PR is L over AB is where's our AB? AB is 18 centimeter. But question says you leave your answer in meter. So we change this 18 centimeter to meter. That should give us 0.18 meter equals to 420 meter over 24 centimeter in meter will give us 0.24 in meter. Cross multiply from there, you have 0.818 times 420 equals to L times 0.24. Divide both sides by 0.24, we have L to be equal to 420 times 0.18 over 0.24, which if you simplify, you have 350 meters as the value of our word L. And option E is the correct option for question number 36. Question number 37 is from gradient. And the gradient is talking about the differentiation. So you have to differentiate this, find the gradient of the curve, this curve, at the point x equals to 4. We should know that gradient is the same thing as a differentiation. When you are differentiating, you are finding the gradient of the curve involved. So to find gradient of this curve, you need to differentiate this, then you find the value as x equals to 4. So if you differentiate this, you add y dx equals to, we have to differentiate y with respect to x. So that should give us the y dx equals to, here if you differentiate this, that gives us 4x. Differentiate this 5x, you have 5. If you differentiate the constant, you have 0. Then this is the gradient of this curve, 4x plus 5. But at x equal to 4, so whatever you see x, you put 4 here, so you have the y dx equals to 4 times 4 plus 1, so plus 5. That should give us 16 plus 5, that gives us 21. So option E is the correct option for question number 37. Question number 38 is from polygon. We are told that an interior angle, that means each interior angle of a regular polygon is 108 degrees. You have to find the number of sides of the polygon. So an interior angle means each interior angle of a regular polygon is equals to n over n minus 2 multiplied by 180 over n. That is each interior angle of a polygon. So we have been given the value of each interior angle of that polygon. 108 is equals to n minus 2 multiplied by 1 over 8, also 180 over n. You can cross multiply. So n will multiply this, you have 108n equals to, open this bracket, you have 180n minus 360, collect like times. We have this coming, you have 108n minus 180n equals to minus 360. From there, if you subtract it, that will give us minus 72n equals to minus 360 divided both sides by minus 72. Then n will be equals to 360 divided by 72, and that should give us a 5. So technically the polygon has 5 sides, and option B is the correct option for question number 38. Question number 39 is from triangle. So we have been tested on plane geometry, and it's related to triangle. ABC is an isosceles triangle where E and D are points on AC and BC respectively, such that B is perpendicular to AC and ED is perpendicular to BC. If angle AB is 68 and angle A is equal to angle C, we have to find angle CED. You cannot give me the diagram, so we have to first sketch the diagram before you can solve the question. let's see, you have to find, you have a triangle ABC, which is an isosceles triangle. Draw a triangle ABC. That's the big triangle there. So we don't know it. Of course, we know that in isosceles triangles, two sides are equal, but we don't know the sides are equal for now. Let's continue. Where E and D are points on AC and BC. This AC, sorry, this AC, this BC, this side and this side. So there are 2 points on them, E and D. So E is on AC. So you put a point here, call it E. Put a point here, call it D. So they are both on AC and BC respectively, such that B, there's a line BE. So there's a line BE here, which is perpendicular to AC. So it's perpendicular to AC here. So draw a line to from B to E, which is perpendicular to this. So that means the angle here will be 90. Also here will be 90. So also there is a line ED. So draw a line from E to D, and that line is perpendicular to BC. So this line also is perpendicular to BC. That means you're going to have angle 90 here, angle 90 here as well. So if angle ABE is 68 degrees, and angle A is equal to angle C, so angle here is equal to this angle here. So that's why this triangle is an isosceles triangle. You have to find angle ACE, sorry, angle CED rather, angle CED. You have to look for this angle here. I'm looking for this angle here. So it's quite simple. So since we know that this angle here is equal to this angle here, and this angle is 90, so we can find this angle here in this triangle ABE. So that will be sum of angle in the triangle. This should give us 180. So we have 68 plus 90, that should give us 158. Remove from 180, that should give us this angle, which is 22. So angle BAE, this angle is 22 degrees. So if this angle is 22, that means this angle is also what, 22, because we are told that they are equal. So if this angle is 22 and this angle is also 90, because this line is perpendicular to this line, this 90, this 22, so we can find this angle here using sum of angle in the triangle as well. So that means you'll be having 90 plus 22, whatever you get, which is going to give us a 112. 112 remove from 180 will give us 68 degrees. So angle CED is 68 degrees, which is option E. Question number 40 is from circle geometry as well. In the figure below, O is the center of the circle. We have to calculate the value of x. So also, if you can see it clearly, if you understand circle geometry, discover that we are looking for the value of x here, this angle x here, we are looking for it. We are giving this angle D here, and angle A here is 34. How do we go about it? There are many ways in which you can solve this question, but the fastest method or ways is by considering this triangle ADB. Triangle ADB, from it we are given this angle and this angle, so we can find this exterior angle of it. Angle CBD, this angle here is an exterior angle to triangle ADB. So angle CBD is an exterior angle. This angle here is an exterior angle to this triangle ADB. And we know that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles of that triangle. So that means angle CBD will be equal to this angle here will be 34 plus 40, and that should give us 74. So this angle that we have gotten here and this angle here, angle CED, this angle here, they are equal. This angle here we have gotten as 74 is equal to this angle here. Reason, angle in the same segment. So this angle here and this angle here are in the same segment. So if this is 74, this is also 74 as well. So since this angle here is 74 and this angle is 40, so from triangle, this triangle here, this triangle here, we can use sum of angle in a triangle to find the value of our x. So this is 74 plus 740, that give us 114. Then remove from 180, that should give us the value of x, which is 66 degrees. Or better still, this angle here is 74 as we have gotten. This angle here is 40, this angle is also 40, angle in the same segment. So 40 plus is 74 will give us 114. Remove 114 from 180 will give us this angle here, which give us 66. Then this angle here and this angle are equal, vertically opposite angle are equal, which is also 66. So there are other methods in which you can get the value of x here. So our s is 60, which means that angle B, option B is the correct option for question number 40. Question number 41 is also on circle geometry. In the diagram below, O is the center of the circle. Side BD is equal to side BC. BD is equal to side BC. And the angle ABC is 54. ABC is 54. This angle here is 54. We have to find angle ACD. ACD. We are looking for this angle here. We are looking for this angle here. So, how do we go about that? We know that this is a diameter because this is center of the circle. So O is the center, so that means line AB is a diameter. So that means we know that the total angle here, angle C here is 90 degrees. Angle ACB, total angle here is 90 degrees. That is a angle in a semicircle. So if this everything is 90, we can find the small angle here from this small triangle here. Since triangle BCD is an isosceles triangle because BD is equal to BC as you have been told. So that means this triangle is an isosceles triangle. So that we can find this angle and this angle. How? Remove 54 from 180. Then whatever you get divided by 2, that will give us this angle here and this angle here because base angle of isosceles triangles are equal. So that means angle BCD will be 180 minus 54 divided by 2. And that should give us 63. So this angle here is 63 degrees, base angle of isosceles triangle. Then if total angle here is 90, and we know that this angle here is 63, then we can find a small angle here by removing 63 from 90 degrees. So that means angle ACD will be 90 minus 63, that gives us 27 degrees. So option E is the correct option for question number 41. Question number 42, we have to determine the value of 7x in the diagram below. So we are given this plane geometry. This side is equal to this side, and you are given this angle at 5x, which we know that is equal to this angle here, also vertically opposite angle. So this angle here, this interior angle here is 5x. So if this angle here is 2x, that means this angle inside here is also 2x, vertically opposite what angles. So if this side and this side are equal, that means this triangle is an isosceles triangle, and in an isosceles triangle, base angles are equal. So if this is 2x, that means this angle is also 2x. So the sum of the interior angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. So we have 5x plus 2x plus 2x to give us 180. So 5x plus 2x plus 2x give us a 9x equals to 180. Divide both sides by 9, that gives us x to be 20 degrees. So we know the value of our x now, so we can find the value of 7x. Therefore 7x will be 7 times 20, and that should give us 140 degrees. Option E is the correct option for question number 42. Question number 43 is from circle geometry as well. In the diagram below, KTN is a tangent, is a tangent to the circle at point T. Find the value of angle NTA. NTA, the angle here marked. Then if you understand the circle geometry very well, when you have a tangent and there is a chord to the tangent, that means this angle here is alternate to the angle that is formed at the circumference here, 65 degrees. So the angle here and this angle here are alternate angles. So they are they are equal rather, because they are in the alternate segment rather. So that means this angle here is 65 degrees, angle in alternate segments. So option C is the correct option for question number 43. Question number 44 is from bearing. An aeroplane fly from a town P on a bearing of 0.45 degrees. So there's a point P which is cardinal point. So it fly 45 degrees. We have 45 degrees here to a town what Q. So this town Q here, another coordinate, another cardinal point to represent town P Q. a distance of 200 kilometers. So we have 200 kilometers here from P to Q. It then changes course and fly to another town R on a bearing of 120. So the aeroplane leave Q and fly to R on a bearing of 120 degrees. Then if R is directly east of P, R is directly east of P, so that means the west of R will be joined to the east of P. So you have a straight line here. So we have to find calculate the distance PR or line PR from here to here, correct to nearest kilometer. It's quite simple. So but before we do that, we need to tidy up the triangle. How do we do that? If from here to here is 120 degrees, so we can get the remaining angle here, which should be 180 minus 120, that gives us 60 degrees. And if from here to here is 45 degrees, that means this angle here is also 45 degrees. It is in alternate angle. So that means sum of the angle here will be 45 plus 60, that gives us 105 degrees. Then if from here to here is 45 degrees, that means from here to here is 45 degrees as well, because from here to from the north to the east is 90 degrees. So that means from here to here is 45 as well. Then if this is 105, this is 45, then we can get the third angle in the triangle using sum of angle in the triangle. So this plus this, that give us 150. Remove from 180, that give us this angle to be 30. So from there you can now use sine rule to find from here to here. Since we have this angle and the side facing it, so that means you have a pair complete now. We can now use it against this pair that is incomplete. So we have a sine theta over sine q over pr equals to sine r over the side facing, which is pq. So we have a sine 105 over pr equals to sine 30 over 200. Cross multiply, we have this multiplied by this, then d multiplied by the divide both side by sine 30. That we have pr equals to 200 sine 105 over sine 30. If you simplify that with your calculator, we have 386 kilometer as a PR. And option B is the correct option for question number 44. Question number 45 is on elevation and depression. That's application of trigonometric ratio to right angle triangle. If the angle of depression of a boy standing on a ground from the top of a building, from the top of a house is 72, what is the angle? What's the angle of elevation of the top of the house from the boy? So if the angle of depression of a boy standing on the ground, there is a boy here standing on the ground and something is observing the boy, so that means the angle of depression will be 72. So you have the angle here 72. What is the angle of elevation of the top of the house from the boy? So that means the boy also will look up to look at the top of the building. So that means the angle here, which we are looking for, the angle here, which is the angle of elevation. So we know that the angle here will be equal to the angle here using alternate angle. So technically the angle of elevation is also 72, and option C is the correct option for question number 45. Question number 46 is from trigonometric ratio. If cos theta is 0.8 and theta is from 0 to 90 degrees, find tan theta. So cos theta is 0.8, which same thing as 8 over 10, same thing as 4 over 5. Then from there, you draw a triangle, right angle triangle, locate your angle theta. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So that means adjacent is 4, which is 4 will be here. Hypotenuse is 5, so we have 5 here. So you can find the third side of the right angle triangle using Pythagoras theorem. So we have 5 square equals to s square plus 4 square. So we have 25 equals to s square plus 16. Collect like times s square is 25 minus 16, that gives us 9. Take the square root of both sides, you have s square to be 3. So that means this side is 3. Now you can now find tan from there, because tan will be opposite over what? Adjacent. Opposite over adjacent, that will be equal to 3 over 4. And option B is the correct option for question number 46. Question number 47 is from application of a trigonometry to a right angle triangle. You're having a ladder x meter long leans against a vertical pole of 12 meter. So there's a pole and there's a ladder that leans upon it, and the length of the ladder is x, making a pole of 12 meter. That means the height of the pole is 12 meter, making an angle of 54 degrees with the horizontal grounds. That means the foot of the ladder is making angle 54 degrees with the ground. So we have to calculate the value of x correct to three significant figure. So we are looking for the value of x, which is the length of the ladder. So this is a right angle triangle. You can use opposite over hypotenuse, which is sine 54 equals to 12 over x. So if you make x solve the formula by cross multiplying, you have x to be equal to 12 over sine 54, which should give us 14.8 to three significant figure. Option B is the correct option for question number 47. Question number 48 is on a solid shape. We are told that if 1.109 liters of water is poured into a cylindrical container of base radius 4.2 centimeter, find the level of water correct to significant figure. So you are given this liters of water to pour into a cylinder, and this volume is given to us in liter, and also the radius of the cone of the cylinder is given to us in centimeter. So there is need for us to convert these liters to centimeters cube. So, and we know that 1000 centimeter cube will give us a 1 liter. So therefore we can change this one to centimeter cube. That should give us 1000 times 1.109 liters, and that should give us 1109 centimeter cube as the volume of the water in centimeter cube. So now we know the volume of the water that is poured into the container. So the volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. So we know the volume of the water poured into it. That will give us 1109 equals to the pi is 20 over 7 times the base radius of the cylinder is 4.2, then squared it multiplied by the height of the cylinder. So from there, what can we do? You can cross multiply or make a solid, say h solid of the formula. You have h equal to 1109 times 7 divided by 22 times 4.2 squared. If you simplify this one further, you have 20.00 centimeter as the height of the level of the water in the container, and option D is the correct option for question number 48. Question number 49 is from statistics. You have to calculate the mean deviation of this scatter data or of this ungroup data. And how do we do that? If you arrange it like this, you have x to be 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. We need to get the mean of this data by adding them together divided by number of data there. You have 15 over 5, which is equal to 3. So you need to populate the deviation, which is x minus x bar. So we have our x bar is the mean here. So we have s here, 4 minus 3 give us 1, 5 minus 3 give us 2, 3 minus 3 give us 0, 2 minus 3 give us minus 1, 1 minus 3 will give us minus 2. From there, we need to find the absolute values of this deviation to eradicate the negative. So we have 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. If you add it together, we have 6. So mean deviation is of an ungroup data is the summation of the absolute values of the deviation divided by the number of data. So when you add this together, it gives us 6 over number of data is 5. That gives us 1.2 as the mean deviation. And option A is the correct option for question number 49. Question number 50 is from probability. What is the probability that an integer selected from the set 1 to 30 is a prime number? So we have the value integer from 1 to 30, so which is what we listed here properly. So we are working on prime number, so we need to get all the prime number from 1 to 30, and there are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 9, 23, and 29. So which are 10 in number. So the probability of getting a prime number will be favorable outcome, which are the which favorable outcome, which is the all the elements which are 10 a number, over total outcome, which is 30. And if you reduce that, that should give us 1 over 3 as the probability of getting a prime number. And option E is the correct option for question number 50. 51 also is on a probability. Two balls are taken one after the other from a bag without replacement. If the bag contains 4 red, 6 blue balls, what is the probability that they are of different color? So we have 4 red balls, 6 blue. Total ball there is 10. Probability of getting different color will be probability of red, blue, or blue, red, since 2 balls are picked. So then probability of red, blue plus probability of blue, red. Probability of, and don't forget the condition is without replacement. So probability of red is 4 over 10 multiplied by probability of blue is 6 over 9 because without replacement, plus probability of blue is 6 over 10 multiplied by probability of red will be 4 over 9. Then from there you can reduce that. 2 can go here, 2 can go here, 2 over 5. 3 can go here, 2 over 3. Also, we have 2 over 5 times 2 over 3 as well because we're having the same thing here. So that should give us a 4 over 15 plus 4 over 15. And that gives us 8 over 15. Option B is the correct option for question number 51. Question number 52. You have to use this pie chart for solve question number 52 to 53. The pie chart below shows the distribution of candidates that sat for certain subjects in a school certificate examination. Use the information to answer question number 52 to 53. Question number 52 says that you have to, what angle represent the student that start for economics? So we have the sectorial angle for each of the subjects. Literature is 70 degrees, physics 20, English 150. Economics should be, how do we get economics that you have to find? We know that the sectorial angle is supposed to add up to 360 degrees. So if the 70, 20, 150, so we add this together, remove from 360, we give all the sectorial angle for, it will give all the sectorial angle for economics. So we have 360 minus open bracket 150 plus 20 plus 70. So we have 360 minus 240, and the sectorial angle for economics is 120 degrees, which is option E. Then for 53, we have to what percentage of the students sat for English correct to nearest whole number? What percentage of the students sat for English correct to the nearest whole number? So we know the sectorial angle for English, which is 150 degrees. So to know the percentage of it, 150 degrees divided by total angle, which is 360, multiplied by 100. If you simplify this further, you have 41.666%. If you take it to the nearest whole number, that should give us 42%. And option E is also the right option for question number 53. Question number 54 is from statistics as well. You have to find the mean of the frequency distribution below correct to 1 decimal place. You have to find the mean of this distribution. So this is a group data. So to find the mean of a group data, you have summation fx over summation f. So this is our x, this is our f. So you can rearrange it like this or draw the table like this. Then you need to get your fx, where s will multiply f. Then you have 18, 20, 21, 56, 72, 20. Then you sum it together, that gives us 207 divided by summation of f is 33. So we have 207 divided by 33, that gives us 6.3. And option C is the correct option for question number 54. Question number 55 is also from a statistic, but in this case we are looking for the probability using this statistical table. The table below shows the scores of applicants in an interview. If an applicant is chosen at random, what's the probability that is scored at most 8 mark? So now we are looking for probability that an applicant score at most 8 mark. Now at most means that the highest mark here is to be 8. it could be 8 or lower than 8. So that means you are looking for the to get the favorable outcome. We know that total outcome will be total number of the frequency here. That should be 16. 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3, 5 plus 3 give us 16. That's the total outcome. But to get a favorable outcome, that should be people that score at most 8 marks. So we have 8, then 6, and 7, 8, 7, and 6. How many score do you have for 8? 2. 7, 4, then 6 is 2. So you have 2 plus 4 plus 2 over 16. And that should give us 8 over 16. That gives us a half as the probability of that is scored at most 8 marks. And option E is the correct option for question number 55. Question number 56 is also from statistics as well. Sorry, probability as well. A box contains 20 oranges. 14 of them are ripe and 6 are unripe. If 2 oranges are taken one after the other with replacement, find the probability that one is ripe and the other is unripe. This question is very similar to the question we have solved before. So let R be ripe and UR be unripe. So we have total oranges of 20. Probability of one is ripe and the other is unripe. So that means you have unripe, ripe, or ripe, unripe. So that means probability of unripe and ripe plus probability of ripe and unripe. So probability of unripe is 6 over 20 multiplied by, because it's with replacement now, that's the condition. The probability of ripe is 14 over 20 as well, plus probability of ripe 14 over 20, probability of unripe 6 over 20. So we have technically the same thing here. If you reduce this will give us 3 over 10 times 7 over 10 plus the same thing. So we have 21 over 100 over plus 21 over 100. That gives us 42 over 100. If you break it down, you have 21 over 50. And option C is the correct option for question number 56. Question number 57 is also on statistics. The mean of the set of number 25x6 is 4. What is the value of x? So our ability on mean here on group data. So you have to add the numbers together, divided by how many data we have there, and it will be equal to 4 as the mean. So we have 2 plus 5 plus x plus 6 over 4, because we have 4 data there, equals to the mean, which is 4. So 2 plus 5 plus 6 is 13 plus s over 4 equals to 4. Cross multiply, we have 13 plus s equals to 16. Collect like times s will be 16 minus 13. S is 3. So option E is the correct option for question number 57. Question number 58 is from integration. That is a definite integral. Definite integral. So integral with boundaries. So we have you have to integrate 2s minus s squared dx from the 2 to 0. So if you integrate this first, we have 2s squared over 2 minus s cubed over 3. We put the boundary 2 to 0. 2 can cancel your 2 here, you have s squared minus s cubed over 3. If you put the limit, so your s will be 2. You have 2 squared minus 2 cubed over 3. Then minus open bracket, your lower limit is 0. 0 squared minus 0 raised to power 3 over 3. So technically everything here is 0. So here you are left with 4 minus 8 over 3 minus 0 here. So you can find the LCM, which is 3. 1 in 3 is 3 times 4 equals 12 minus 8. That should give us a 4 over 3. And that should give us 1 over 1 over 3 as the value of this integral. And option C is the correct option for question number 58. Question 59 is from differentiation. If y is equal to 3x squared minus 4x minus 12, find the value of x when the y dx is 0. So you have to differentiate this. Whatever you get equals it to 0, then you can find your s from there. So if you differentiate this, if you differentiate y with respect to x, you have dy dx equals to, if you differentiate this, what do you have? 6s. Differentiate this one, you have minus 4. You differentiate minus 12, you have 0. So dy dx is equal to 0. That means we are having 6s minus 4 equals to 0. 6s equals to 4. S will be equal to 4 over 6. That gives us a 2 over 3. Option C is the correct option for question number 59. Then the last question for this video is also on the application of integration to rectilinear motion. Application of integration to rectilinear motion. A particle moves in a straight line so that the velocity after t seconds is 3t plus 4 meter per second. Find the distance traveled in 4 seconds. So we are given the values of the velocity. Velocity is 3t plus 4. But we know that velocity is same as the distance over time. So if you differentiate distance with time, we have a velocity. So the s dt is equal to 3t plus 4. We can cross multiply from there. The s will be equal to 3t plus 4 multiplied by dt. So you can integrate both sides. If I integrate the s, I will have x. So if I integrate this with respect to dt, so I will have 3t squared over 2 plus 4t. Then we have to find the value of our distance, which is our x, when our t is 4 seconds. So put 4 here, you have 3 into 4 squared over 2 plus 4 times 4. So we have 4 squared is 16, 3 times 16, 3 times 16 over 2 plus 16 here. So 2 can go in 16, that will give us 8 times 2, that will give us 24 plus 16. And that should give us 40 meters as the distance. So, and the option C is the correct option for question number 16. So, thank you very much. We have been able to complete the solution for the Neco 2023 General Mathematics Objective questions. You have been able to solve all the questions from 1 to 60 and provide solution to each of them and pick the correct answer from the option provided. And I believe it has been an interesting one together. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please click on the subscribe button right now so that you'll be notified when we post the theory part of this question. And don't forget to share the video, comment on the comments on this video, like it, and as you do so, may the good Lord bless you. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.